Hello people of the internet and welcome to this video where today I have a kind of goofy Audi interior. Do the dials work? No, I don't think they do. Oh well, can't expect everything. But anyway, here is our Audi S something or other. It's only front wheel drive, which is odd. We actually have diff lock. Now in the background you'll see we've got two other cars. If I can hopefully go on to advanced mode. No. I'm on the wrong menu. Okay. Advanced. There we go. Stop engine. I just need to find where the car is. There we go. Change truck. Well, not really a truck. None of them are trucks as such. But we can also look in the very background. We have a Trabant. This is all-wheel drive, but has no... If I start up, it's all-wheel drive, but it has no diff lock. Which is very strange. It's kind of the opposite of the Audi in that respect. And then we have the BMW next to it, so hopefully I can go on advanced. This is probably one I'm most excited to try out because it should be quite powerful. It is an X6M. If we look at the interior, it's actually very well done on this. It's got sunroof, which I think is supposed to work, but I don't know how. No add-ons, unfortunately. Oh, it seems to have a custom sound. Maybe not, I don't know. I'm on parking brake, which isn't good. So, we have diff lock. It looks like this is permanent all-wheel drive. I could be wrong there, but it appears we can't go to rear drive, which is, I guess... Which is, I guess, logical for this type of vehicle. So, we can turn the lights on, yeah, as well. Fancy LED headlights and things. And have I turned the engine off? No, I don't know. Can turn diff lock on. This should be good to cruise around with, if I actually get the handbrake off. And yet, we shall just cruise around this map. Come on, you can't be stuck already. Right, we've got something to winch to. I wouldn't have imagined this getting stuck though so easy. Come on. I think I must have just drove it onto a rock or something. Release the winch and... What's this? Ah, sunroof. There we go. That's where you can adjust it. So do we have to go to the interior to see it? I don't know. Anyway, we can get going. Let's see. I was hoping this would have a little more give to it. It feels like a diesel X6, that's the problem. It would be fine if this was supposed to be a diesel, but it's supposed to be the X6M, which has 550 plus horsepower. Why is it this slow? And why is it this poor off-road? It's acting like it's two-wheel drive even. It's acting like two-wheel drive with diff lock. Maybe I just got used to some crazy high-performance truck. No. On winch mode, yeah, let's winch our way out. Thankfully on these roads I do have enough space to find a winch point and... enough trees to find winch points. There we go, we can finally let this thing free. Yay! Oh! I've not quite destroyed it. Hopefully I can get back to a garage and repair this thing up. I'm not sure how well that'll go. So, here we have the Trabant, and we actually do have some add-ons for this. This actually seems to add fuel capacity, so we'll add that. Add some stuff in the back. It's exactly like jalopy, is it? Ooh! No, we're adding a fridge on the roof. Yes! The fridge has to be the best option. Probably some cheap form of transportation, because it is a communist car where there weren't much money to go around. So, you know, it is driving without the thing. I think I've turned all-wheel drive off for now and see how it goes. This immediately feels better. This car even did pull the X6 on the winch into the kind of garage zone a bit more. because it was just getting stuck. There, like, the problem with the X6 is it's basically a car. You'll see this with an open differential, though. With an open differential and a single two-wheel drive, it's getting by better than the X6 was. Only slightly better, but it is still getting by. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, mighty Trabant. It's just like playing jalopy all over again. Can we get the interior? Yeah. The interior is very simple, but it does the job. So, nothing really to complain about there. I think I'll engage all-wheel drive. Wrong button, I was pressing diff lock button. And suddenly, this is a off-roading monster. Oh, a bit of struggle now and again from the differentials, but I think it's light enough to get away with it. Oh, we're getting them speed. This speed's like the X6, and considering that's supposed to be an M car, I don't know what's done to this Trabant, but this is crazy good. Like, it just treks along in a way that X6 wasn't. Can probably turn all-wheel drive off now. I might just keep it on, to be honest, if we get stuck again. But I like having it in two-wheel drive because it's more authentic for this vehicle to have two-wheel drive and open differential. But at the same time, I like having the option to, you know, just stick all-wheel drive on and have it tackle whatever it wishes. Probably as close to a Subaru Impreza as we've got yet. Or a Mitsubishi Evo, for that fact. That was kind of a competition to the Impreza. Then there's the Legacies and the Gallants and all that. Other kind of cars with similar purposes. Two-wheel drive though, and look how well it's climbing. I think I hit that log, or a log very similar to it though, in the X6, and that was what damaged it, because I was hitting it at such speed. And we're stuck on it again. To save a bit of messing, I'll just engage all-wheel drive and climb over it. And we've lifted a wheel, which is never good. Oh dear. Log climbing. We might be doing a bit of crawling in our mighty Trabant. There we go. Two-wheel drive, and we're saved. It's a nice car, this, in its own way. Didn't think I would be saying that about a Trabant, but hey, it's shamelessly trekking along. If only I could get a trailer, I could actually do some other log delivery missions in this, and it would just deal with them no problem at all. Amazing, really. Trekking through thick mud here. I mean, the thing is completely unfazed by it, and if it does get fazed by it, I always have all-wheel drive to just save me. I've not had to use a winch once on this, so it feels like that kind of starter Jeep you get when you first spawn up this level. It feels exactly like that. It's probably even based on it, to be honest, but without diff lock. However, you know, how else would a Trabant be? I'm surprised it's not flooding itself in these kind of puddles. They're very deep. Can I negotiate this with two-wheel drive? Kind of a log mess. No, log's in the way. Right, this is not going to be easy. We must get around the logs. And I'm not going to cheat this time, because I actually want it to feel legitimate. Just look at how filthy it's got. I think these bumpers were chrome, or at least grey from stock. And now they're all just brown with mud. Come on. Oh, the tree must have fallen down somewhere around there, so I'm still hitting the base of it. Come on. Trek around here. Struggling a little for traction, but given that I'm off the road, or the beaten track as you might call it, that's not too bad. That's to be expected, let's say. There we go, found a bit of grip, and we're around the logs. Slightly awkward way of doing things though. Yeah, you know, some cars could just climb, and I think I did run over a tree there and destroy it. How did the Trabant have enough power to do that? I don't know. Now, where are we on the map? We've trekked all that distance. Yeah, one of the stock large trucks would have done that no problem. Although, having said that, I think there's two things we can unlock here. Very, very close to each other, so I'm not going to turn around after I've just got over those logs, but it looks like there's kind of a passageway here somewhere where we can kind of negotiate our way through. So I'll give that a go. just trek along. Kind of going over a log now, pushing it out of the way at least. And here's a hill. The hill, you are the enemy of Trabant. But I will beat you anyway. Come on. I'm feeling a boost of speed is awaiting me as we get over this crest. Speed, yes. Oh, this is very thick mud. And there's trees everywhere. Oh dear. Come on. Yes, excellent. The Trabant is just going. How hasn't it broken down yet? Being a Trabant, it should have probably broken by this point. At least in Jalopy, it would have broken by this point. So, is this where I was originally intending to cut across? I think it is. Oh no. It's later than I was intending to cut across. I just didn't want to go into a bank of trees or anything. Oh well, I can use it to my advantage anyway. Or at least to less of a disadvantage. Can we turn the lights on? Oh, they have some very effective headlights. A lot of cars on this game have effective headlights. Let's see. Turn them on to a low beam. No, can we stop the engine for no particular reason? Ah, you can turn them off completely. Some vehicles always seem to have the lights on a little. But yeah, there we go. Very, very bright. I don't imagine wheel Trabants had these. These are like LED lights. Whatever they've done to this Trabant, though, I like it. Feels very effective. The fact that I've not had to engage all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive is probably a more relevant term in what feels like in what feels like an age. It's really impressive. How does this go so well? I don't know. I'll have to try the Audi next, but I doubt anything can really match this with two-wheel drive and open differentials. And am I going into a log? Ooh, no, I don't want to turn my lights off. Feels like I'm going into a log. Yes, I am. I just saw it peek out there. Well, no, maybe not. I saw something peeking out. Oh well, I'm through it now anyway. Seems like I can keep it on the beaten track. And there's logs there, definitely. They were right in front of my headlights. Come on. It does find traction though. Although it's an open differential, you just have to give it a bit of time and it will find traction. And I do see one of the vehicles at least there. But there's rocks, and this car is too low to really negotiate the rocks, as some vehicles would. The X6, though, it easily beats that. It feels even like it's got more ground clearance, although I wouldn't say it has. We mustn't rule out the opportunity, mustn't rule out the possibility, that's a word, entirely, because it could have more ground clearance given how low cars are these days. Older cars generally rode a lot higher, and this is an older vehicle. It's also not going to rust like a normal car because it's made of some weird material that I don't think any other car was made with. Oh dear, I've got stuck. Still, I'm going to use the winch. It feels a bit more legitimate than using the alternative all-wheel drive, and I've got a tree stuck on the back of my car. Feels like that's going to stay there forever now. We can hopefully disable the winch, and there we go. Back it up. Somehow finding traction in all of that, and can climb, mighty Trabant ploughing mobile. Wait, so I've unlocked that. Let's see round here. I think there's another locked one I saw, which we should be able to access just by sneaking through here. There we go. So what vehicles have we got? If we go to the map, should be able to press Y, and there we go. There is this one little Trabant. Oh, that is a chaotic noise. Is it trying to invert? Oh, no wait. Forwards and backwards are kind of inverted from what I thought they were. Come on, forwards we go. What is this thing? I really don't know. Has a strange interior, that's for sure. It has all-wheel drive as well, but I have it turned off. Yeah, look at that smoke effect. Cinematic. Ooh. In the haunted night. And there's the other vehicle just ahead of us, actually. So, I don't think I need all-wheel drive. Oh, yes, I do, actually. Don't want to move at all now. The Trabant had less problems than this, and this has got all-wheel drive on it. Come on. Feels like the wheels are stuck somewhere. Ah, parking brake. I can have all-wheel drive off them. It looks front-wheel drive. Very strange. But who's me to complain? Can't seem to use the horn on this. Very strange. Stop the engine on that. Can we change into the other one, I wonder? Go here. For some reason it's not unlocked it. I can go to the Trabant again. Turn the lights on. Come on. Come on, mighty Trabant. You must discover your true purpose, yes. It's just, these are all giants in comparison to the little Trabant. I mean, this thing grows on me, I must say. Now, maybe I have to go around the other side of this to unlock it. Just look at the thing climb. It's climbing over this mud and everything. I'm kind of in a trap now. It feels like that thing is purposefully trapping me, and I'm on the transmission. Don't want that. Yeah, there we go. Just walking the fine line between where I can drive and where I can't drive. Very tight corner here. Trabant can't really handle that. I've just hit the truck. And no, I made the same mistake again. It's just ploughing through. Yeah, this is front wheel drive, which I feel is accurate. And there is our other truck, which won't unlock for some weird reason I don't know. And there is our Trabant. There is also an estate version of this. I won't go through it now because I believe it's the same vehicle other than the wear is extended just a little, but for the time being I'll move on to the next vehicle because I think I've shown enough of this now, as much as I like it. Okay, so here we have the three more cars. Well, one car we already knew and two more. So let's see what we can do to this one. Go to advanced. We can add a canister wherever that is. I think it's underneath a car, but I don't know for sure. Shield motor. Tools and a vodka box. Okay. What does that add? Does it say? No, we'll just add a vodka box. Don't know why nothing's showing up, but hey, I've installed the add-ons. Wait. Vodka box looks to be in the back seat, actually. Okay, that makes sense. Shield motor, is that? No. There's something on the back window by the looks of it. It might just be curtains. Anyway, that should be us ready to go. Got enough vodka for when we get stuck, so, you know, got all that installed. I think if we restart the engine, it'll just get going. And no, go off that. This is not feeling very Trabant, but it's better than the, still better than the BMW. Yeah, it doesn't go that bad. It's just when it gets stuck, it gets stuck. Try diff lock on here. That is enabling it to move, at least. There is something under my front wheels, though. I think I just have to back up. I think it's just the weight of the vehicle. The Trabant was very, very heavy, and this is not very, very heavy. So that's really going to help. This also looks like it's on some kind of street tyres as opposed to off-road tyres. The Trabant was on something pretty generic. So I don't know how that really affects it. I've been through the place on the right, road on the right, too many times, so I'm going to go to the left for once and see what awaits us there. Here's the interior. And it looks like we have a parking ticket of some kind. Very interesting. Oh, what happened there? I think it was just the automatic gearbox being funny. Either that or we're getting stuck on things. Come on. Yeah, it's just struggling. Maybe the add-ons are adding some weight. Ditch the add-ons. I don't know. I can't do much now anyway. I'm away from the garage. I'm also going uphill, which is never nice to a car. As that looks more... Well, that's also uphill. So, I don't know. Thing is, it is climbing, and the diff lock may be helping. Yeah, the diff lock is definitely helping. Need to back up now, because I've dug a ditch for myself. And try and go away from the ditch I dug, somehow. No, I went into the ditch again, but it's okay. Everything works, somehow. And my parking brake's on, okay. Now it's climbed, now it's going excellent, even with diff lock off. Because, well, parking brake's off. How couldn't I realise that? I feel so stupid now. Well, we are still trundling along. Enjoying the road as it is. Very dirty windscreen, actually. It's not the most pleasant place to be. And we've got 3 damage. Oh, where's all this speed coming from? Seems to be a thing with this game. You just suddenly get sudden bursts of speed. And I don't even know why. Now, are there any vehicles waiting? There's a lumber mill. And there's a watch point up here. There's a puddle around there. I don't know. We can just go exploring. There's no particular vehicles to unlock, though. Can engage diff lock and see how that goes for us. Speed. Whoa. Now, we can't pick up logs in this, but there is something we can do. We can kind of find a vehicle that picks up logs if it's still there. It probably won't be, knowing my luck, but there was at one point. Oh, dear. I think we've destroyed our Audi. How did I do so much damage? I think if I go with an open differential, I'm less likely to just throw it at something and have it fly into it anyway. It's more likely to kind of slow down. Dangerous water level, apparently, which makes sense. It is an Audi. It's not a Land Rover, I guess you could say, where they're higher off the ground. Or would you say, what's it, Hummer, if you're an American? I guess they're the American alternative. Or Jeep. No, Jeep is the American alternative. Hummer is also in a different way. And free we are of that puddle. Oh, I think I saw a bird there, but it was probably just part of the tree. It looks like there's a road we can take on the left. Might need to diff lock for all this dirt. There we go. Oh, come on, you can do it, mighty Audi. Yeah, the thing is not going well. Sparks are just flying off my car because bits don't go together as they're supposed to anymore. Speed! All of the speed of my Audi. And we're stuck. Diff lock, rescue me. Let's try just cutting across here then, why don't we? See if I can get anything of use. And can we find our way back to the garage, I wonder? Possibly. If I actually set it as a waypoint on the map, or set somewhere near it as a waypoint, that should give us a guide. I wonder how this will slip through the trees. Ow. There is really not a lot left of this vehicle now, so we have to get back to the garage if we're to ever repair it. Ah! 2 damage. That was just so awkward as well. It wasn't the damage that hurt so much as like 2 damage for just no particular reason. I bumped the tree, but in other vehicles that's done absolutely nothing. Come on. Right, I'm going to open the differential now and hopefully lock it because there's no other way I'm getting out. The thing has health left, but not by very much at all. No, I appear to be stuck. I'm not sure how I'll get out of this, really. Ah, winch. I say that, I forgot there was a winch, because this vehicle just never needed it. Now, can we unwinch it. Got a tree stuck in my car. I need to try and be careful, because if I'm not, something horrible is going to happen. And yeah, I can't be bothered much, just winch it along. There we go. Release winch. I've still got a fair amount of fuel for all the damage I've done. And something tells me I don't know where I'm going. No, something tells me I'm trekking in the right direction. 1 damage, thank you, for not being too bad. I've got less than 20 damage though before the car is completely destroyed and undrivable, so I don't know what to make of that. This thing feels like it can tackle pretty much anything. I'll say that now. Even though it is 2-wheel drive, it doesn't feel like that's standing in its way at all. If I have to go through water, however, that feels like it'll concern me seriously. Because I don't think it'll go through water, at least not really deep stuff, with ease. Where are we now? Ah, so we've found that little road where we were. I think if we go out here... This is a nice little adventure. If we go out here... Can click OK on that one, I think, because I don't need it. Or just move it even. There we go. So that should be our ideal route to get to the garage. Close that. And we should be able to get some speed up here, but I don't want to go too crazy. I just want to return this in working order, so, you know, we'll repair it successfully. Come on, it's getting kind of stuck in the deep mud. Mine so did a much bigger truck, so that's not surprising. Oh, it doesn't like this, and there's no trees around to winch myself on. There's some trees up there, but I think they're too far away. Thankfully, we are getting forwards. It's just, if this is where I recall it is, there was quite a big lake, and that was always an annoyance, and there was a tree on the ground that could have damaged me if I was going quicker. But I think this is a good path if I just sneak up here. Come on. It's funny because it stops for like a moment and you think it's going to just get stuck and roll down the hill, but it doesn't. It finds grip and it goes. That should be a good place to winch myself along. Come on. I think that's a tree on the ground just next to the road. But hey, it worked. Can we release winch? Yes, indeed we can. And I think we're on the road now to the garage. Maybe it's just temporarily getting stuck because the engine's so destroyed. That would make sense. Anyway. Come on, you can do it through the water. Slightly dangerous water level apparently, but we're fine. I've not really damaged it since I was seriously concerned. I'm not concerned about this anymore. We're now trekking our way towards the garage, which is just around this next corner, I believe. So as long as I'm not really stupid, things should go fine. Hopefully, no, I can't seem to trek over that. There we go. Over we go. And at the garage, so it should repair all my damage, or so I hope. And we can see what else we have available to us. I'll give it this. It's crawling further than the BMW was under the same circumstances. There we go, 582 damages, but it only used 17 litres of fuel. The fuel consumption for quite a big adventure was not that bad. How would you repair the car though, which was practically destroyed? I mean, it must have just been a chassis and some wheels with a semblance of an engine in there, because the condition it was in was not really very good at all. Now, I need to go and change the vehicle, change truck, so we have this weird thing, an Volvo XC90. Let's take the older car for a change, and then we'll go to the Volvo to finish off. Can we see what's available? Is there any add-ons available as such? We have all-wheel drive with this. If I turn the parking brake off and give it its own space, maybe I can operate on it. No, I don't know. There we go. Add-on roof utility. Add-on Utility. Garage parts. We've added the fridge to a Trabant, so I don't think we'll need to do that again. We can add a trailer. I wonder if that'll allow us to add logs. That would be interesting. Yeah, let's trek along in this little thing. I have high hopes for it. It seems to be a very similar vehicle to what the Trabant was, so it should trek along. Oh, really? I just left the garage and I've already got loads of damage. Thankfully, I can just drive back into the garage and fix it. There we go, repaired 54 damage. This thing really goes, though. It looks like it's got a little more suspension, kind of travel and suspension ground clearance than the Trabant. And can go to the interior even. Remember, I'm only on 2-wheel drive at the moment, so, you know, I would say the Audi was better, but the Audi had locked differentials. And this is rear-wheel drive as well, which is interesting. It should be better, though, since a lot of old rally cars use rear-wheel drive, so it's not a terrible drive line for this kind of activity. It's not as good as all-wheel drive, but, you know, not terrible. And where can we trek, I wonder? I think we'll just follow this road, to be honest. See where it leads us. But I won't turn left at that junction like I did with the Trabant. Dangerous water level. Oh dear. It does concern me though when it says that, because the water we've got ahead of us will be a lot worse than that. So, yeah, I think it's cause for concern. I do have all-wheel drive, but I'm not using it. I don't see the need, honestly. It would probably give me some advantages, but it's getting by just fine. This seems to tackle logs a lot better than the Trabant, though. The suspension just seems that fair bit better at going over them. No struggle at all. So, are we stuck on one? Yeah, as to say that, we got stuck on a log of all things to get stuck on. Come on. I think we're getting through here. It's struggling a bit, but it's fine. And this is with a trailer, remember. But to be honest, the trailer might help, might bring a bit more weight over the rear wheels, which, you know, could need to tackle this kind of terrain. It definitely helped in BeamNG when you had a bit more weight on the back wheels to make it up certain hills, certain dusty, dirty hills. And on it tracks, no winch help, no all-wheel drive needed as of yet. The thing just goes. So that's very nice. And what can we do here? Right, I said I went left before. Oh, big splash on my windscreen. That's not very nice. Is there a way to use the wipers though? I don't think there is. It's got some very deep mud. This is where the open diff is maybe going to hurt, but mainly the lack of all-wheel drive in its current self is going to hurt. Come on. It is trudging through. Ooh, got a big kick of speed there. No, it was just stuck for a moment, but it's free now. We can carry on our merry way. I think I need to turn left now if we're to get anywhere. Oh, we're not going where I thought I was going. I thought we were going to that big water down there. I don't know. I'm still going there. Just, you know, a slightly different way to where I thought. Is there anything to unlock along the way? Ah, there's 2 doodads here. So if I just mark these on the map, I should go towards them. And we can see what they are. And then we can trek through the water. This is probably going to be a long video. I'll be honest about that. And we can go to interior view. There's some logs all over the road, so I might as well just avoid the road. It'll make things a lot less painful. And this feels like hard dirt at the side of the road, so that's very easy to go over. Oh, kind of might have stuck on a log there. Speed, and it pulls through, as I would expect. I mean, the old vehicles are really impressing me, I must say. The X6 disappointed me, but the fact that with 2-wheel drive and an open differential, this is able to get so far as it is, that is really impressive, and I've not damaged it yet. Amazingly, I left the garage and I damaged it, but since then I've not done any damage to it. Is any anything going to break my misery by suddenly giving me loads of damage? Come on. Well, it's not really misery, but is anyone going to break my winning streak? You see on the distance, I'm getting closer to where the trucks are. Well, more or less where they are. There's not a single location where they both are, because that would be impossible. Unless they are somehow stacked on top of each other, I guess. And there we go. Trekking through the mud. I can imagine making some pretty good Christmas and mods for this game. There's the one we discovered before because I made a new game to try out some different vehicles, so that's not really a surprise. I think these are just the same ones as before but in a different location. And we've got a tree stuck in our car. Okay. So that's the first one. The second one should just be somewhere around the neighbourhood, so if we break through this guy's fence. Oh. Come on. Ah, there we go. It's unlocked it. I remember it didn't unlock it before. Is that just the same one as before? Well, can we go to exterior camera? Might be. I don't know. But either way, hey, we've got two vehicles. I think the water's up ahead as well. Which way do we go? I think we'll go to the fuel station and then I'll move on to the next vehicle. Or actually maybe I'll just collect logs. I won't record the entire thing, but I will see if I can collect logs with this. And that should all go well. Fuel is going quite well as well. Naturally, as you'd expect from something fairly small and light, even being an older vehicle, it's not going to use a huge amount of fuel at what it does. And I think I see the water. No, I don't. I'm just imagining things. There we go, trekking along. This looks like an old Fiat in some ways, I've just realised. It's just around this next corner though, where I'm looking for. Maybe this is an old Fiat, I don't know. I don't think it is. Or logs going all over the place, come on. I feel like I've got logs stuck in awkward places of my vehicle. Come on. There we go, we found some grip. Maybe freed the log. Liberated the log. Log liberation, yes. That'll make a terrible TV show. Unless it was something else. We must free the log from under this car's wheel. And then praise our government. Come on. This way. It's struggling up this muddy hill. And I don't know how it'll do it through the water. Come on. The thing can barely move. Try backing it up a little. Have you tried moving it backwards and then forwards? Same as have you tried turning it off and on again. Only the car version. Oh, now I'm pretty sure I can at least get to the water, but it's not liking this one bit. There we go, I found some grip. Keep up this. No. I don't want to winch my way all the way across though, and I don't want to use all-wheel drive because it feels like cheating, and actually wiggling my wheels a little does seem to help it quite a bit. Oddly, this still has somewhat chrome bumpers on the front though. I remember by this distance, the Trabant would have been completely mudded up. Come on. No, we're actually underwater. No, I must go back. What have I done? Oh dear. Thankfully, there's not much damage measurement, so yeah. I think I'm underwater. Well, at least the trailer's dry. Moving on. So, now we have a Volvo XC90 where, can we turn the lights on a bit more? Yes, we can. And it's required to install a trailer for firewood or something like that. I don't know what it's saying to me. Yes, we can install an Airstream camper van, sure, for all our off-roading needs. Although we could install a trailer for firewood. Repairs trailer, that's what we would need if the vehicle was still stuck, but I just started over. It was an easier way to get to a garage. What's that? Is that? I don't know. Ah, that's what it's on the roof. I thought it was, but it confused me for a moment. Yeah, let's go camping. We're camping in our Volvo. This is a off-road modified version of the XC90, I would say. Oh, just look at him getting wobbled about. I didn't really look at him in the other views. What's his name? It's Squilliam. Squilliam is his name. I've not got any of the fancy stuff on now. No all-wheel drive and no diff lock. So, yeah, so far it's been good. Although I am going to use them in this vehicle since, you know, I've got an off-road modified SUV. Why not? The other vehicles were kind of, you can keep them more realistic if you don't use them, but this, in real life, it would have this stuff because it's an off-road modified vehicle. Just look at it fly, and I feel I can actually fly here without feeling the shame for the vehicle. Yeah, why have I turned my engine off? Oh well. We can go. Did I turn my engine off? I don't even know what's happening anymore. I think we can cut across here. That seems like something different to do. This is a kind of vehicle, though, that won't drown if you actually take it through somewhere. Oh, come on. We've kind of got muddy dirt on our windscreen. That's not the best of ideas. The steering wheel is actually quite nicely done on this. Very smooth movements. Where am I even going? Oh dear. It's sinking a bit. This is my idea of a camping holiday. Yes, such fun. Truth be told, this with the caravan though, and all-wheel drive and the diff lock and stuff, is not actually that bad off-road at all. And that says something for a car that is like this. Hey, right, that tree's in my way. I'm going to teach it what happens to trees that get in my way. There we go. Plough the tree down, yes. I'm not sure the forest preservation people would be very happy about me. But anyway, there we move. And on we go. There's more trees. I would plough them down, but I don't think I'll have the power to. I think I've ploughed that one down. No, I haven't. Yeah. My Airstream's now stuck on a tree. That is not the expression I thought I would say. Come on. It's got odd chrome on these windows. It just kind of stops behind the rear passengers. Like, no one's going to notice. Keep the chromium to ourselves. And there we go. We are free. There is something... There's some water we can go through. We don't have to. But, you know, I'll give it a try with this vehicle. See how it goes through water. It'll go better than the other vehicle, I know that much. That vehicle just drowned. It was a shame, because it went so nice up until that point. Yeah. This is what happens, though, when the wife wants you to wash the caravan. you have to get it dirty first, because it's not dirty enough already. From all the bugs and mud and stuff from the road. Come on, mighty Volvo. I think these XC90s have V8s in real life, so... Ah! I was wrong! Help! Detached trailer! I think I just get used to all the other vehicles that can do these things. Yeah, camera's not available underwater apparently. What am I doing? I don't know. I think this vehicle's beyond saving. I think I hooked it up to the caravan to winch it, but that wasn't working very well. Yeah. Sorry, Airstream. Seeing if I could go inside the caravan. Apparently not. That's why you don't ask me to wash your caravan. We just end up with this. Oh well. This seems like a suitable failure to end up on. So I'm going to leave it here. And I'll say goodbye until another day.